Okay, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Oviedo Mall TV show. This is our first episode, so it may not go perfect, but we're going to have a lot of fun. So what the show's about is, I'm the general manager of the mall, and I'm going to be interviewing tenants who are in the mall and learning about their stores, about some of the products they sell, and in addition to that, learning about their personal lives a little bit and why they came to the mall. But before we get into the interviews, I want to tell you a little bit about the mall, and many of you have heard some of the things that I've said on the Facebook, but we're very excited about all that's going on here. We've got a full redevelopment underway, planning on having 400 apartments. We're going to get some a hotel. We're going to be having a co-working space expansion. The theater's going to remodel, all new screens, 4DX. We're adding new tenants all the time, and I'd say within a year and a half to maybe 2 years, the Oviedo Mall will be an absolute home run. And you can quote me on that. How'd that sound, guys?
Thanks, sir.
Anyway, so as we get rolling along here, we're going to have our first guest of the series, and that's going to be Mooyah Burgers, Fries, and Shakes. Surprise, surprise, I'm one of the owners. These two guys are the other two owners, and I'm going to ask them a few questions about themselves and about the chain. So this is Keith Fields. Raj, I can't pronounce your last name.
Bakshi.
Bakshi, there you go. These guys are my partners and very good friends. The three of us went in on this together. We actually did that when we heard that this mall was going to be turning around. So we got in early, got ourselves a good lease, long-term lease, and in 2 or 3 years, I think we're going to be, what do you think, maybe on an island?
Yeah,
eating grapes while the kids run the store?
Of course.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I definitely see him in a wheelchair, you know.
What do you mean? What do you mean wheelchair? That won't be happening this year. It will happen soon. This is a very off-the-cuff interview, by the way. We're just winging this, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So anyway, well, Keith, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then about how and why you got involved with Mooyah Burgers, Fries, and Shakes.
Yeah, so my name is Keith Fields. I've actually born and raised Floridian, so one of the proud and few, not like these guys next to me. So, you know, how could it go wrong? You have the Yankee, you have an Indian guy, and you have a redneck. So it's like, it's a perfect combination for success. So I've lived in Central Florida all my life. For the most part, I was born in Jacksonville, moved here when I was very young, and been in the high-tech industry for pretty much my entire career. That's where Raj and I met. And honestly, we got laid off a few years back. And this was Raj's brainchild to jump in the burger business unless stress-free. I don't know how well that's going, but we're having a blast doing it. And that's the real reason why we're actually doing this franchise. Mooyah franchise is actually is a franchise out of Texas. And honestly, we're all about great food. Love to hang out, love to be in business together. And we've been having a blast so far. So, yeah.
Appreciate that. Raj, a little bit about yourself.
Originally from India, you know, as he said, you know, we have a Yankee, an Indian, and a redneck, you know, who makes the perfect team, you know. And when we got laid off, I was thinking what we are going to do next, and that's when I started exploring different ideas, came up with this idea. And then Keith, Kevin, and I, you know, we traveled across, you know, looking at different brands and the concepts. And I think you found out about this through some Instagram post or something.
Yep.
And then we tried the product, and I think that's when we were sold that this is the franchisee, you know, we are going to go after. For a very simple reason, you know, the restaurants provide a family atmosphere. They have the doodle boards where the kids can come, draw, have fun. And the product, you know, it's fresh. Everything is prepared, baked, grilled every day. So nothing is frozen and canned. So that was one of the reasons three of us decided that, okay, you know, let's do this business together.
Very cool. And you know, Mooyah is part of a chain of stores. They have 100 stores across the country. Typically, they're sit-down restaurants, kind of like a Five Guys, only with a little bit better quality food. We're only the second food court Mooyah burger in the whole country. So this is kind of an experiment, and we're really enjoying it. We learned a lot about opening a store in a mall and how to build it out and how much it might cost and negotiating the mall leases and all that. So it was a very interesting experience, and we really are enjoying the experience. Well, Keith, let me ask you this. So what did your wife think when you first told her you were going to?
What are you, nuts? It's like, I know you like to eat and everything, but seriously, there's cheaper ways to actually get a good burger. So, no, she was very supportive, actually. She was awesome about it. She's like, if that's what you want to do, you should do it. So, I always wanted to go into business for myself. And so having a couple great partners is an even better reason to do so. And also it kind of lessens the risk, which is always nice.
It's always good.
But yeah, she was very, very helpful, very supportive, and yeah, we're having a blast doing it.
That's cool. That's very cool. Well, Raj, you're the operations partner, and we all had 3 different roles when we went into this. Raj was the operations guy. He was going to learn how to work the store, run it, bring in the kids. We get them trained. He supervises. Keith's doing all the marketing and all this social media stuff. I'm kind of the real estate guy since it's my background, and I negotiated the lease and handled the construction. But so how did it feel being the operations partner, Raj? That was a pretty big burden you took on.
Pretty. If I would have known what I'm signing up for, I would not have done that. But jokes apart,
Too late now.
Too late now. Yeah. Too late now. The agreement has been signed already. But no, I mean, there have been many ups and downs. I did not expect how much it takes to run the operations. It was a good learning. But at least I'm confident now when we will open the second store and the third and the fourth, we won't have to go through the same challenges which we went through the first store.
True.
So it was definitely, a lot of ups and downs, but a good learning at the same time. So
I agree.
So, I mean, yeah, but operations is not an easy thing. So my advice, if anybody is thinking that, they want to get into a business, especially into food industry, it's like 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days. That is what it is.
Kind of like being the mall manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here all the time, it seems. But that's an excellent point. And, we do everything, like Keith said, everything is fresh. And I'm kind of interviewing myself too, because I'm on the owner, so I'm not just the host here today. But, we bake our rolls fresh every day. Our meat is not frozen.
Yeah.
Never frozen.
And it's grass-fed beef from small farms, cattle farms out in the Midwest. Everything that we do, fresh cut fries from whole potatoes, we cut them down. All of the shakes are of 100% ice cream and 10% butter fat, and that's what makes the shakes taste so good.
That's right.
So, and they are the best, actually. So when you come to the food court, you can get stuff fast, like even some of the other tenants will serve stuff very hot and they'll cook it in front of you, but very often it comes from frozen stuff. Our stuff is very fresh, so it takes 5 to 6 to 7 minutes to make a good custom-made built hamburger, but when you get it, you know the difference. So it's always worth the wait to get a Mooyah burger. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't eat it the rest of my food court tenants. They're all good folks, and they all cook great food. But if you haven't tried a Mooyah burger, you have to try a Mooyah burger. So, anyway, what else what about our expansion plans? Keith, why don't you tell us a little bit about what the thinking is on that?
Yeah, so we started off in the Oviedo Mall because we knew that the Oviedo Mall was turning around. We knew that the food court it's always been a successful food court with Chick-fil-A and Sarku, and they needed a really good burger place that's actually more of a national franchise, so we thought it'd be a good fit for Oviedo. Actually, the Oviedo, we have a ton of repeat business from customers. They download our app. We're always giving double the points, and we're always offering free fries for every new app download. And so it's been great so far. So we started off in the Oviedo Mall. We're actually looking to open up at least 2 additional stores. We have the rights to probably, or the area for about, we could probably fit 8 to 12 stores in. So we're looking super excited. If you guys want us to a Mooyah near you, just feel free to reach out to us. Come by the restaurant, see Raj, Kevin, or myself. We're always there. One of us is at least always there. And we'd love to hear where you'd like a Mooyah.
Yeah, next Mooyah.
The next Mooyah, that's right.
Very cool. Well, how about a couple of personal questions? Raj, how about you, your wife, kids? Tell us a little bit about your family.
Small family. I got 2 girls. The one actually turned 15 2 days ago.
Wow.
And we are going to apply for her driver's permit.
Oh, boy.
That scares me.
There'll be more gray hair.
More gray hairs on both sides. My little one is still 9 years, so I still have some time. But it's a small family, you know, my parents are still live in India, you know, we go and visit them every now and then, they come and visit. But, I mean, that's pretty much it, you know, it's me, my wife, and 2 kids.
What about you, Kevin? Tell us about your family.
Well, I've married for 32 years. I have 3 kids. My oldest is 29, Rebecca, and then Savannah's my middle one, 25. And then Alec, my 20-year-old, just got out of the Firefighters Academy, wants to be a firefighter. He works at the Mooyah Burger Place, so we get our money's worth out of him. And, you know, so yeah, he's got to pay rent, so you know, he's got to work a full-time job. So, and we, of course, we're from New York originally. Transplant 30 years ago, came down here, best move we ever made. Raised my kids down here, living in Oviedo. We're local now for probably 5 or 6 years now.
And you still haven't gotten rid of that accent, right?
What accent? Talk about. And that you all thing doesn't work for me.
It's y'all.
That's only for you crackers.
Hey, what about my accent? You
Yeah,
know?
what about him? Yeah. I
No
still can't-
accent there.
We still can't figure out what he's saying. But, no, so it's been a great, really a great run living in Florida. And being involved in the mall's been great. We've always loved this mall, always wanted to see it turn around, become a home run. I'm a real estate guy. I know exactly what's wrong with this place. And one day I just said, you know what, I think I'm gonna fix it. I've had it with all the negative comments. I'm gonna just fix this place. So it's gonna take a couple years, but it will happen. And at that point, we'll have a whole lot of real exciting new tenants, entertainment, activities, restaurants. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on here. So, Keith, how about you? Wife and kids?
Yep. Been married, I guess, around 28 years so far. So I have a 23-year-old son and a 19-year-old daughter. And one graduated with his master's, and my daughter's sophomore in college. So yeah, we're kind of empty nesters. They keep coming back, but which is all good. So, but yeah, they're still in the state of Florida. They still love the state of Florida, and I don't think you're going to get them out. So yeah,
Very cool, very cool. All right, well, how about menus? Is there anything in particular you guys want to show before we wrap it up? As far as the Mooyah brand, you could tell them about your favorite meal. Here's one of our meals there. And what's your favorite Mooyah burger?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's one of the most popular is our lifestyle burgers. Our lifestyle burgers are burgers that you can cut out the bun if you want to be a little bit more healthy, don't want the carbs. We actually use a lettuce bun, if you will, add lettuce in place of the bun. And like Kevin was mentioning about the beef, it's actually, there's a little difference between us and everybody else. In addition to it's always being fresh and not frozen, it's 100% certified Angus beef. Angus is just a type of cow, right? So that's just a type of cow, type of beef. And the 100% certified is an actual brand that only 3 out of 10 cows qualify for. So it's based on the marbleization of the meat, it's based on the taste, the tenderness. So that is actually what makes up a certified Angus beef. So it's totally different than what our competitors use. Competitors out there, they may say we use Angus beef. That doesn't mean it's a good type of beef. Doesn't mean it's not frozen. So just know what you're actually getting. Come by Mooyah, try out our, always 100% fresh. Everything's fresh, nothing's frozen. We hand cut the potatoes, Idaho potatoes every day. We make our buns in-house. The buns are fantastic, actually, if you do want to be a little naughty and don't want to have the lifestyle burger. But yeah, my wife always loves the lifestyle burger. It's very popular. I see one guy that comes in there every day, and the guy is built like
I know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. So
I see him too.
So I eat Mooyah not quite every day, but I don't quite look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'm trying to figure out what his secret is. So.
And just to add what Keith said, in addition to the beef product, we also have turkey and vegetarian options for the people.
And the vegetarian is really good.
Yeah, the vegetarian is really
a
good.
black bean burger, it's fantastic. It has a lot of spice to it.
Exactly. It's got very
flavorful.
Yeah.
So,
I agree 100%.
So we have options for every type of meat, basically.
All right, well, it sounds to me like Mooyah burger is just a great burger.
I'm actually hungry. Let's go get one.
Let's go
I
get
think we
one.
should. Well, this is going to be the end of our first segment of our first TV show, so you should tape this and save it, because someday we're going to be famous, and you'll have a videotape of famous
What do you
people.
mean? We are already famous.
Oh, that's right.
We're in front of the cameras.
You know, when I was in the band, I used to wear a button that said "Almost Famous." Never did get that recording contract. But that's a different story. So anyway, we're going to shut it down right now. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back in a few minutes with our next tenant that we're going to be talking about. Thank you so much for tuning in. And send us an email or a Facebook post if you like what you saw.
Thank you, Kevin.
Good night.
Thanks, Kevin.